In the previous episode, I was working on this bit here, kind of like a cartridge, or like not really an ammunition, because there's a magazine in here, right? But more like a power cell or something that you inject into this gun to maybe boost the distance, or maybe, you know, just shoot more powerful projectiles or whatever. But it's an energy weapon anyway, so you know, maybe more focused beam or something. I have no idea. It doesn't matter. Just look badass. Don't ask me what it is. I don't care. It just look. If it looks badass, it's there. It makes sense. I'm game. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about actually either working on this magazine or the handle, but the handle is gonna be a bit of a problem, because let's bring it to local. Yeah, both these parts are actually sub-deed. So we're talking about sub-deed mesh. So what I was thinking actually, right, is to combine these two together and model it from there. So I would probably need to remove all this bit from the inside, because I don't really need it. So I might actually grab a loop in here, maybe somewhere here, and literally delete these. So I might go to pass through with my machine tools and literally delete these, because I don't need them, and delete that. Right now, what I'm gonna do is select this loop here and move it a little bit inside, okay? And this one is fine. So now I'm gonna do select both and Control plus, and we're gonna have a lot of fun now, because we need to kind of quad it up. We need to quad it up. Let's see if we can quad it up. Let's leave this pass-through mode, and let's see. All right. Let's join this. Yeah, let's bring this boolean on top and actually merge it, and let's see how we're gonna do. So let's merge this one together and this one together here, and maybe this one should be closer a little bit, like this, maybe. And let's see what's going on here. These ones need to be connected together, these ones too. And this can be mirrored, so it's fine. Now we got some beef in here, so we need to combine this. We can use machine to close it with faces. We're gonna need some loop in here, and that's fine. And we will need to connect this in this area. So J, come on, J, there we go. And then we'll need to bring this a little bit up. So how about we're gonna split this? So subdivide this and subdivide this, and literally move it up like this, okay? So we can mirror it to the other side, so that's okay. And combine these ones together. So there's a quad here as well. And move this a little bit to this side, and these ones need to be merged together, right? So we should be fine. Now let's mirror this to the other side, and let's see what's the damage. So mirror it to the other side. Let's bring the mirror above everything. Let's actually expand it, because I can't see well. And apply it, okay? Now let's apply both of these. I mean, turn them off and see what's how we're looking. We're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. There's a lot of mess in here, but we can fix this. So first of all, we can do, or what we have to do, is contain this disaster. Let's actually remove these ones, because they come from the mirror, so we need to remove these. We don't need them. This one too, let's remove it. We don't need that. And now let's see here. That's a beef. Let's see. This edge could be actually beveled. Maybe that's gonna help. No, it doesn't. And there's a connection here. We could actually bevel this one as well. There you go. And bevel the bottom one. There you go. How are we looking? Awful. We're looking awful. So we could actually do it this way. Let's see. Select this whole loop. Okay. Select this entire loop, and actually -1. And maybe we can bevel it this way, okay? Maybe we can bevel it this way. Let's see that. Bevel weight. Oh, that might work. And here, bevel weight. It's not ideal though, it's not ideal though, but I have an idea though. I have an idea. So we could actually grab this. Let's see. Unless what we could do, you know, we could actually grab this whole line here and bevel it and see if it's gonna help. It's gonna bring it kind of together, you see. But the bottom's gonna worry me. The bottom's gonna worry me. So what we could do, we could actually do it differently. We could actually cut it in here like this, okay, and bring these together, because that's not the best way to go about it. And literally mirror it to the other side one more time. So let's bring it to the other side and mirror it. And just leave this mirror for the time being. This is a problem, yeah, this is what creates a problem. So what we need here is another loop, I think. And we need something like this here. And there you go, and this should solve the problem. Perfect. So now we are looking really good. Now we are looking really good. So that's quad geo modeling for you guys. It's a little bit tricky, but it's fun. It's fun. So let's bring it, let's apply the mirror, let's bring it back. Now we're cooking with fire, now we're cooking with fire. So let's bring it to cutters and let's see. Now what we need to do is grab this one again, and we need to, you know, make some indentation for a trigger. So let's save it because reasons. And let's see here. Okay. You know what? I might actually grab this one. Oh, we need to delete this. These two. That's a bad news. That's a bad news. Okay, that's in the middle. Let's split this, right? We have some beef in here. Let's run machine tools cleanup. Should help. No, it didn't. We got some double verts in here. What's going on in here? Why is it splitting that weirdly? Let's turn off both of these for 1 second and see what the hell is going on here. Fine. Let's run 3D print cleanup. That's a Blender add-on. And let's see if it's gonna help. So let's go to edge select. There we go. There was some non-manifold geo, so it was a little bit annoying. Okay, now we can bevel this. I mean, split these edges. In fact, I just want to split 2 edges. That would do. Don't go too far because it's gonna be a beef. Let's move these ones closer because we don't need to go that deep on these. What we need is this opening here. We're gonna grab both of them, all right, and we're gonna inset them, right? But we're gonna inset them a little bit differently, which means we're going to combine these two together and remove these edges, okay? And remove these edges as well. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab these 2 faces, and this edge, by the way, shouldn't be a bevel, I think, unless we might need it later. We need another mirror. In situations like this, I really miss hard ups because it's, you know, it's just a one-click deal with a mirror, right? Now I need both of these because I need to know what the hell I'm doing. So select these 2 faces and literally I'm gonna insert them inside. So occlude, and let's literally move them in like this, okay? And actually expand them a bit and see what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna need some, you know what, I could actually use these bevels around here. So maybe let's switch it off again because I can't bloody see anything. So let's grab these edges. Wait a minute, what's going on? It's a mirror, right? So let's grab these edges, okay, and let's bevel weight them like this, and let's see what's gonna happen. Should be peachy. Well, it's almost peachy. It's almost peachy. There's some beef in here, but we can fix this. So let's grab edge. Come on, and select this edge. Not this one, this one too, this one and this one. It's a bit confusing, but we can do it. We can beat this. You know what, I would actually select those as well. Bevel weights. How are we looking? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. There's a pinching here, but we can fix this by simply what? We could actually split the edges, or we could run an edge here, but I don't know if triangle is gonna be a good idea here. We could try to run a triangle here, so it's actually working. It's actually working. It's releasing this tension, you see. And now we can actually move this whole edge inside. So, because, you know, we cannot either run it with the bevel weight, or we can run it with a loop. So let's grab this whole edge. Where is it? Wait a minute. Wait. Something is not right here. What is this? Oh, it's a mirror, right? I'm getting confused by them. You know what? That surprises because this mirror is probably confusing me. There we go. That's why I don't like working with mirrors live, you know, because it's confusing me. You know, I like to see what I'm doing. I'm just hands-on, guys. Ask the girls. So here, let's grab this one and this one all around here and up to here. And what we can do, we can just move it inside, okay? So I don't know if it's gonna work the way I want. In fact, you know what? We could just grab this. So these edges here. There we go. And then move them inside like that, okay? And see what's gonna happen. See, that's gonna indent this this bit in here. That's perfect. I actually like it. I'm not too keen about this sharp edge in here, to be honest. So now what we could do is move this trigger down, right? Down here and merge it like this. And this, I think, should work. How are we looking? Let's combine all these because there's some weird geo in here. Well, that's better. How are we looking here? Because that's the most important part. How are we looking on a gun? We're looking alright. This one is actually piercing through, which means you could move the trigger lower because you see these ones are a bit too low. So GZ and move them down literally here. And this should fix the problem, right? It's still popping up in here, which is not ideal. So we need to move it a little bit higher. Okay, fine. So either this or we're going to move it lower. So GZ and move it like this. And this should fix the problem. Yes, it did. Okay, now we're looking good. So now this one, right? I need to bring both of them together and make sure that this fits. So let's grab this, shall we? Let's connect these two and connect these two. This part is also sub-D'd, so it's not gonna be that easy to fix. However, let me see. Let's go to this side. Let's do it with Mira maybe. So let's grab Mira tools and let's grab the G stretch and two verts and literally let's move it in here. But it's too low, so let's move it here. Okay, that will do. We can mirror to the other side. And what I could do is, you know, I could either boolean it or just simply, I'm just gonna simply mirror it to the other side. So mirror and on x-axis, I mean y, sorry, and apply the mirror. Whoops. Apply the mirror and remove this edge in the middle because we don't need it. Come on. There we go. So how are we looking now? Let's see. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. I think we're good. So now we need a trigger, right? I think. So let's grab some cube. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's grab a plane. Let's do it by the book, guys. Let's grab a plane. And it's gonna be a bit of a fetish for the quad boys. Oh yeah, quad boys. Alright, so let's see. You know what? I'm actually thinking about creating something like this here. So this needs to be closer, right? So somewhere here, and we're gonna do it like this, and then extrude it here, and move it like this, and something like this, and then move it up. Can't see anything, and somewhere here, and you know, something like this, right? Are we Gucci? We almost Gucci. We can actually move this one a little bit lower and rotate this plane, maybe, or maybe move this edge lower. So do something like this. This needs to be connected, so do something like that, and this edge needs to be lower too, so move it somewhere here, right? There we go. And I think these need to be lower because they need to be closer to the finger, right? Somewhere here, I suppose. Something like this. And this one should be somewhere here, so let's move it like that. Let's move these ones a little bit to the back, somewhere here. And this is too deep, so let me see. Okay, so we're gonna move this on up here, like this, and we're gonna move this one here, not this one, this one. We're gonna move this one here like this. Okay, maybe. All right, let's grab this and let's fill it with faces and see how we're doing. So just press 4 with machine, and that didn't work well. So let's fill it manually. So 4, and then we need a quad in here. So face, and then another quad here. Whoops. We need to subdivide this edge. Combine these two, and another quad, and last one. And then we need to mirror to the other side, right? So mirror and to the other side, and apply this because annoying. So now all we need is actually a bevel, right? So or you know what, we could actually, let's remove this edge in the middle, or we could, no, yeah, let's remove it. Now if it's let's see if it's wide enough. I think it's wide enough, it's okay. Or is it? No, it's not. It needs to be wider, right? So it needs to be wider. So SY, and actually expand it a little bit. So SY and make it wider like this. Perfect. Okay. And now we can actually, I think it's too shallow. So it should be a little bit more deeper this way, I think. Because there's no way to press it, right? So let's go to vert mode and select these and literally move it somewhere here. And we're gonna move this one, this one somewhere here. And move it in here like this. We could actually, yeah, here is fine. More or less, and there we go. So now let's see. If we're gonna subdivide, it's gonna be a disaster. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna, you know, control it a bit, right? So let's grab this edge and bevel it. It's gonna be the first thing we're gonna do. And let's grab this edge. In fact, do we need this? No, we don't. Oh, actually we do. Okay, so let's grab these and bevel them, okay? And then let's grab these and bevel them as well, up to here. Come on, there we go. How are we looking? We're looking pretty peachy. So let's grab this one and actually make it a little bit more decisive. Oh, actually, that's actually too harsh, isn't it? Maybe something like this. There we go. And this part doesn't matter. The right side is a disaster, but it's just gonna get mirrored, so no problem. And let's move it above. And everyone is happy. Now, we need still to bevel this, and I think I'm gonna make a tiny bevel in here to make it really sharp. Come on. That's what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think maybe that's a bit too sharp. You know, maybe that's too sharp. Maybe something like this. That's better. Let's not be crazy. Maybe we could crease this, but if I crease it, there's gonna be no bevel, yeah? So I will need to actually run a bevel on this one myself anyway to sort of bevel it, but then you'll have this sharp edge. So, you know, let's just bevel it manually. That's fine. This is fine. And I would need some, you know, indentations for fingers, right? So, you know, something in here. So let's remove this occlude mode and let's grab something here. And let's see. Let's move these verts a little bit down. So GG and move it a little bit down. So get one here. We got some verts here. So GG. Move them a little bit up. This one's a little bit too low. So GG, move it in here. And this one should be, in my opinion, a little bit deeper in here like this. Okay, so now we can grab, let me see, we could grab these. Let's turn it off, and this, and how are we gonna tackle this? We could actually create a new, like an inset on top of it, not an inset, like a... Let's mirror this first, okay, because I'm getting confused here with this bloody geo. There we go, that's better. I just, you know, these mirrors, man, they confuse me. So, we need a loop in here. That's the first thing that what I need. And I'm thinking about actually dropping this one inside. This makes no sense. So doing something like this. So E, and literally inserting it this way a little bit, okay, like this, right? And then where's my face? I want to insert it a little bit, okay, and push it outside. There we go. And do something like this, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And now what we can do is we can actually separate it, okay? So we can separate this from the geo. So press P and separate it from the geo. Grab this one. Okay, so we got this piece now, which is kind of funky. We don't need this edge around here, I think, and we don't need this edge. No, we do need this edge, right? Wait, what's going on here? If I remove this edge, what's gonna happen? Perfect. And now we can actually close this, right? So we can actually close this. So F and then F, F, F. Perfect. All right, peachy. So what's this? That's a not connected vert. Bean. We can do it like this. Fine. Let's connect them with a knife. Connect them and clean them with machine. Done. Now we don't need this middle bit anyway. I think there was a double edge anyway. So now we can do is grab these and simply split them. All right, maybe like this, and grab these, insert them a little bit, and move them out. So G, Y, or X is it? A little bit like that. Perfect. Okay, nice. We could insert it a little bit in, you know, because it's a little bit outside. So what we could do is grab the external ones. So I mean, the internal ones here. Remember you to have occlude on, and literally move them inside so they're just deeper. Okay. So there's an illusion of depth in here, and also what I want is, oh come on, this floor, man. Let's just put it into floor because it drives me nuts. There you go. Come on, floor. Floor, and just go away, please. There you go. So let's see that. See, it's not deep enough. I mean, not tall enough, right? So let's grab these and simply move them down. So GZ, and literally move them down and out here like this. Okay. Isn't it too long? It's a little bit too long. I think the problem is we need to close this one, right? Yeah, it's open. That's why. Okay, fine. So let's close it. We ripped some stuff out in here, so we need to close it. So let's see. Let's select these, and we're gonna simply insert it manually. So grab these and just delete the verts, and then we're gonna select these manually because it's gonna be safer to do it. And this one, and this one, this one, this one, and this one, right? Go to side view and literally extrude them inside, okay? And we're gonna close them with faces. So create a face in here, and then click on these two and F, and it should be peachy. And if we're not peachy, which means we need to subdivide this and connect these two, and we're done. No, go to edit mode, run 3, and this should clean up. If it doesn't clean up, subdivide it, and then where are we? There we go. Now we're talking. So now we can actually select all that, loop inside. I know it's confusing, guys, but just a matter of practice, really. I mean, the selecting of this stuff is a little bit confusing. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm happy. Now I'm happy. Okay. So let's see. Now let's turn the rifle on and scope because we lost it. Junk floor. Perfect. All right. So how are we looking? We're looking pretty good. Now, so we could, add some interest to this trigger, right? So what we could do is simply, let's get out of the occlude stuff. You know what? In fact, what we're gonna do, we're gonna split this one here. So select these two verts and run J across, okay? So it's gonna be easy to select this one like that. Okay, perfect. So now let's select these, right? And here, these, grab W and just select it with W. So we make sure that everything gets selected. Now we're talking. So P to its own selection, and let's go. Let's grab this to a local, and let's see. First, what we need to do is run a loop in here, okay? Here, 1. And then we need to run a loop in here too. So what we're gonna do is run a loop in this side, okay? So this is sharper. Now what we're gonna do is actually run a... This bevel is redundant because it's set to weight, right? So we can remove it. So now we're gonna run a solidify. And we're gonna go outside, okay? So outside like this, okay? Nice. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna cut it. Let's see. We're gonna move it a little bit lower. So just grab this package. Where is it? Oh, it's not separated to its own selection, I think. So grab everything and P on selection, and now we should be able to grab it. Is it parented? Control P and clear parent. Okay, that starts annoying me. Oh, proportional editing is on. That's why it was moving together. There we go. All right, now so what I want to do is actually create. We do need a bevel here because we need a bevel on this one. So let's move it above everything, including solidify, and we will need to. Let me see that. Change this bevel to angle. And it's a little bit too big, so let's see. Segments 3, and we need to change the size of it, right, a little bit. So let's bring it to local and see what's going to happen here. So first of all, let's remove these, right? Dissolve edges, and we can dissolve this one too now. we can dissolve all these, and we can actually dissolve this one. No, we can leave this one actually, and we can dissolve these ones here. So where is it? This one. Do we have any other edges in here? Yes, we do. This one. Perfect. And now we can run it with the bevel. So let's see that. Where is solidify? Needs to be above subdivision. And now we're cooking. So now let's grab this bevel and let's see what we can do here. Let's remove this and let's actually run an edge here. Let me see that. B weight and switch bevel to weight. It should be fun. So select this one we don't need it. So dissolve, select this whole edge and B weight. There you go. And select this one and B weight. And go to occlude, and we don't need this and we don't need this, so dissolve them. And we're gonna run only bevel now. This one needs to be B weight. This one needs to be B weight. How are we looking? Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Now we need to sort this bevel out. So it's a little bit too two things. So let's apply solidify, okay? And we should be looking good. We should be looking good. So this one is still a little bit too sharp. I mean too delicate, too gentle, this curve. So let's curve it like that. And now this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. Need to take care of this one too. Here. This one needs to be bevel weight. This one needs to be bevel weight. All these. Actually, let's grab this one and leave this one alone. In fact, we could remove it. This one needs to be bevel weight too. And the same inside. Let me see. Yep, the rest is fine. And the top, of course, as well. But let me see the top here. What's going on here? This one we don't need. That's a remnant of the old edge. And this one needs to be bevel weight too, I think. There we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Perfect. So now we need to mirror this, right? Mirror. And to the other side. So what we need to do is actually move these to the other side. So here, turn on clipping, GY, and just simply combine them on Y, and it should work. It should work. What is going on here? Let's select this whole edge. Okay, so let's go to the top, select this whole edge, GY, GYY, and move it to the right. And it should combine everything together. And if it doesn't, what is going on here? That's what I want to know. Let's just clean it. That didn't work well. There's some double verts in here, or double edges of double faces. I think it's double faces. That's the problem. Mirror is creating double faces. So let's remove them, shall we? Let's just remove them. So let's turn off this mirror for a second. And let's just remove these faces in the middle here. So let's remove all this rim and faces, and then turn the mirror on, and everything is peachy. And if we apply the mirror, all we need to do is remove this edge in the middle. And Bob's your uncle. Okay, now how we're looking. Yeah, we're looking good. I wanted this kind of like a cover for a trigger. Just, in my opinion, looks cool. And also here, what we need to do is relax this one, right? So Let me see. Let's grab these two edges and let's literally relax them a little bit like that. Okay, so this one is causing grief. You know what? Let's remove this edge. Do we need it? No, we don't. There we go. And, you know, we got the end gun over there, but it's okay because on a flat surface, so it doesn't really matter. What we could do, though, you know, we could actually remove this bevel weight from here, so -1, and just kind of make it a bit more round, how it looks. Yeah, it looks a bit better, you see. I think it looks a bit better. So let's move it to the other side by mirroring. And I think we're done. So let's mirror this, and again, we're probably gonna have to remove the edge in the middle. There you go. And we peachy. So that would be it. We got our trigger sorted, and there's some problem in here. I can see that already. What we can do is simply, simply grab these and move them a little bit up. Come on, not face. G and move them up a little bit. There you go. Sorted. So we got a trigger here which looks pretty dope, and I'm satisfied with it. Now let's see if it's not too narrow actually, because this trigger could be, I think, a little bit maybe longer or wider. Also, you know what, I'm thinking that could be a little bit longer this way. So let's see. Let's bring these to a local and grab all these. Go to occlude and grab these and sort of move them here. But at the same time, we're gonna rotate them like this, okay? So move them somewhere here. I think we need to move it a little bit more. So let's see. GXX and move it more. Something like this. That will do. So everything looks awesome. Let's turn off the shadow for a second so we can see the actual shading, if it's nice. This one is a little bit bulging outside, you see that? This bit here, it's bulging out and I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go GYY and literally move it inside a bit so it's not so crazy, okay? Not so crazy. Just doesn't look really good here. In fact, we could move it a little bit more in. So GYY and move it a little bit in like this, so it eases off. Yeah, that's perfect. Those tiny details, I know it's OCD, but you know, it goes a long way. Now, we're still gonna need some holes in here, but I'm thinking that we might actually do it differently. Maybe even apply sub D and just cut it in. So anyway, guys, there will be a trigger. It looks really cool. Looks really cool. GG. Let's move it a bit higher here. There we go. That's better.